We are exactly 1 week away from the presidential election. Joining us right now is Axios co-founder Mike Allen. Good morning to sir.
Morning, Andrew.
Impart some wisdom to us. What do you think is actually going to happen here?
Yeah, two things. So the last time I talked with you, I said that Republicans felt like they were winning.
Yes.
Democrats felt like they were blowing it. The first half is more true today than ever. We have a great story up on Axios today from Zachary Basu saying that Republicans are all about projecting an air of inevitability. And that's a little bit what the Garden event was about. But I can tell you behind the scenes, they actually believe it. They really believe that they're winning.
So you don't believe that? That's not a strategic thing. That's an actual thing.
That's right. A top official, someone who's been with Trump the whole journey, said we've never seen data this good. Now, Democrats who were
what data are they looking at? Like what?
Like state by state.
Are these pollings or is this the early voter turnout?
Well, this is it's both, but public polling, everything's within the margin of error, but it has been a little bit Trumpy. But that's why this optimism that they're projecting could be foolhardy. That it is a coin flip election. Jim Van Dyke and I had a great column about coin flip America. And like to the very last day, it could be a landslide. One of these candidates could win 5 or more of these swing states. It absolutely could be Vice President Harris. And I can tell you, Democrats who were a little down in the dumps the last time that we visited, they're feeling better. Two things. One is that they think that the Madison Square Garden rally might have been a real own goal, that Latino voters who matter so much to Trump. This is really broken through there. Who knew that Pennsylvania had a big pocket of Puerto Rican voters? But I can tell you the Trump campaign knows that now.
How do they blow it with that much money? I mean, she's had, we've had, I don't know how many people talking about $50 million. They've given her over $1 billion. She's bought every ad you can buy between here and there. So what is she screwing up with all that money?
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons that Democrats are more optimistic is tonight. At 7:30, she's doing her event from the Ellipse with the White House in the backdrop. I'm told that she wants to help voters visualize her in the White House. And Becky, this is the problem.
Is that legal?
Is that voters still say the Snap campaign, they want to know her better. And you look at it, we see the data on the show every day. The percentage of people, 65% plus, who think that America's on the wrong track, despite a lot of the macro figures we see here, like that may turn out to be insurmountable. That's the big fear of Democrats. The flip side is they feel very optimistic about the ground game, the turnout machine they have in place, and they feel good about the fact that suburban women really are going to care about reproductive access.
So I have two questions. One is, one of the sort of implications of the report that you have this morning around the confidence that the Trump campaign has is that it is setting up, if you were to lose, a sort of conspiracy that he really won. Can you speak to what that is?
100%. And the story points out that Republicans, in building this aura of inevitability, like cherry pick their own polls, their own news, their own predictions, to try to get their echo chamber to just reflect that. And that's one of the big problems with this election is Axios, Jim and I have written about the shards of glass. The media ecosystem that all of us grew up in has shattered. And the individual ecosystems don't talk to each other. And so the MAGA ecosystem, all they see is this good data, what's happening, and it sets the stage for them to say this is rigged, for them really to believe it's rigged. It's going to be easier for Elon Musk, who keeps sharing misinformation about ballots and voting irregularities. It's going to be easier for them to go out and say, see, we told you.
You have to assume that the betting sites are just either young Republican men are predominantly on the betting sites, or you just have to be in total denial, because there are certain swing states that are 3-1 Trump now. And all of them across the board, not just Polymarket, but if you look at the RCP average, it's like a 2 touchdown and a team that's down 2 touchdowns wins all the time. We see that. But you feel pretty good about your team if you have a 2-touchdown lead on the betting side. You're just totally, you haven't even mentioned them. And they're clearly have gone like this.
Yeah, no, there's some signs that there's like big buys going into there.
We've looked at that. We've looked at that.
That's true.
28 million in Paris was what they came up with after the Wall Street Journal. That's not going to move $1 billion market, and that was only Polymarket. So that's a false.
No, but the betting markets are fascinating, and they're part of this shards of glass phenomenon.
Well,
that even
that'll have to be totally wrong, and it could be. It could be totally wrong. It's been wrong before. We saw it's flipped.
No, but the reason this is important. The reason it's important, and the reason I'm glad you mentioned it, is it's one of these examples of how the news is different. Whereas before it was the lead of a newscaster, front page, memes, prediction markets, blogs, polling average, all that.
Bitcoin, DJT, financials. You can look at the Trump trade, and it's going to be very surprising.
Two other related items while you're here.
There's no question about the Trump trade is super bullish.
One is if you would weigh in on the Washington Post. Obviously, it's a competitor of yours. The Jeff Bezos op-ed last night, firing back at his critics. What did you make of it?
Jeff Bezos, this will resonate with your audience. First 2 words, Jeff Bezos, customer first, right? Axios is audience first, they're customer first. You look at these cancellation numbers reported by NPR, and they weren't considering their customer. I can say the endorsement itself, like the freak is way overplayed, that no one would be surprised by their draft editorial about Vice President Harris. We all could write it, and no one's going to change their vote on it. And that's part of the argument that Jeff made in the op-ed that posted overnight. It's in the print paper. This thing that says a note from our owner.
You guys don't do an endorsement, do you?
We don't. Axios is clinical, always clear-eyed, fair to all sides, connected to all sides. We've never done opinion.
So you kind of agree with it.
But he doesn't run an edit. You don't have an editorial page.
No, and that's very deliberate. That's part of building trust. That the most important thing in this age of
they still have an editorial
class.
Page, is the point, though. It's a totally different piece. The second thing I was going to ask you is...
People are more likely to trust you if they don't think you're putting your thumb on the scale.
What do you think?